Welcome back. Let's talk about the city of Shoreline because there's 58,000 people that live there, and it could be important to them and it could be important to you as well. So thank you for joining me, and let's get started. Now, if you're new to my channel, what I usually do is I cover the areas outside of the Seattle city limits because there's all these little neighborhoods and communities and cities that get overshadowed by Seattle proper. And I just wanted to give you an idea because if you're relocating or you're moving around, or this might even be your neighborhood, you tend to get forgotten. And I actually want to give you an idea of where these places are and what's going on inside of them. So let's look at the city of Shoreline. So the city of Shoreline is located to the north of the Seattle Space Needle by about 9 miles. It's just directly north of the Seattle city limits. That's on Northeast 145th Street. And two main highways go through it. That's 99 as well as I-5. And the city of Shoreline is wedged in between Seattle on the south and Linwood on the north, and Edmonds also. So now that you have a general idea where it is, let's just get started with the actual breakdown of things. Like I was talking about, there's 58,000 people that live there, and there's actually a little over 22,000 households inside of the city of Shoreline. And one thing too is the median income inside of that area is $95,000. This is important because we're actually going to get into the numbers and finances soon. So remember the median income because we're going to come back to that. Now let's get into the actual sales and what's going on inside of Shoreline. Because right now inside of Shoreline, I just pulled these numbers about an hour ago, but there's 77 homes available for purchase right now inside of the city of Shoreline. Our average cost right now for our price per square foot is $536. I'll get back to that and we'll go over why that's important. But right now, I want to tell you that the average house inside of Shoreline, what it looks like, it's just over $1 million. It's 126 days on market, so it's been on the market for 4 months, and it's 3.5 bedrooms and 2 baths, and it's just under 2,000 square feet. And this is actually what is available right now to purchase. Now I'm going to get into the actual sales data right now of what was sold in October 2020, October 2021, October 2022, and October 2023, because we just finished that. So now you can actually see exactly what's going on inside of this area. And if you have been watching my reviews for a while, I don't usually cover 4 years back, but this is important because I actually had someone that is an analyst reach out to me and they're like, hey, what is the trend line? And they wanted to see where things were. So I just wanted to break it out for you so you have an idea of what this looks like. So inside of October, there's 31 days in October, and the completed sales for October 2020, this is within the first year of the pandemic, our average homes in that area were $390 a square foot. Now, again, I'm getting back into the square footage because we're going to remember where this is at, and I'm going to break it all down for you at the end of this. But to give you an idea, there were 73 homes that completed their sale at that point in time, and our average was 13 days on market. And just so you have an idea also, the cost per square foot, like I said, was $390. And I'm going to get into an apples and apples comparison soon. In October of 2021, again, there's still 31 days in October, but there was 109 homes sold. And you can see an increase in the prices of what actually completed in sale. And this is in 2021. But in October of 2021, the price per square foot average was $452. Now we're going to get into that again, so just hold on. In October of 2022, okay, so this is last year, our average was $474. Now let's get into October 2023. In October in 2023, what it comes out to is $454. Now let's give you an apples to apples comparison on everything as we go along. We're going back to those price per square foot, and I averaged the house sizes all together, and I was able to get an average home. And what it looks like, the average home is 1,800 square feet, 3.5 bedrooms, and 2.5 baths, just so you have an idea of what it looks like. Now, if you bought that house in October 2020, the average value of it is about $705,000. Now, if you bought that in October of 2021, so 1 year later, the average on that price is $818,000. So what that is, that's about that's $113 dollar change, just so you have $113,000 change in 1 year. And that's a 16% increase on prices. Now in October 22, what it comes out to is just a hair under $860,000. Now in October 2023, the one that we just completed out, there was a small take back on that. It's about 4.25%. What it comes out to, the average home right now is $820,000. So now you have an idea of how much things have changed over the 4-year period of October 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023. So now that you have a general idea, now you can see what it looks like. One of the big things on this is actually the mortgage cost. Because the mortgage right now to buy this house at $820,000 with a $50,000 down payment is $5,655 monthly. And that is just your payment and your interest. This does not include any taxes, insurance, HOAs, special assessments, or any kind of additional fees that might be tacked on by the city. So now you have an idea of how much that is per month. And this is one of the reasons why, just things are at an unaffordability issue right now. Because here's the rub. If you were to turn around and rent this house right now, it would only cost you, on average, $3,547. So what that means, it's 159% more to buy now than it is to rent. And at the same time, when you look at it in just a monetary amount, it's $2,100 more to rent. It's $2,100 more dollars to rent to buy than it is to rent. So that's a lot of money, and it adds up very quickly. So it's about every 4 years, that's $100,000 more to buy than it is to rent. So now that you just have a general idea on that. And again, what I wanted to do is I actually wanted to give you the idea of where I got these numbers to. It's because when I put them into our mortgage calculator, and again, this is where we were getting back into our affordability issue and the average income. You're going to need about you're going to need $5,600 a month to actually buy this house right now. Now, to actually get qualified for that, you're going to need close to $230,000 with a down payment of at least $230,000 a year with a down payment of at least $50,000 to qualify for this loan right now. And again, when we were looking at the actual medium income in this area, that's about 2.5 times the medium income in this area. So our buyer pool's been constricted. And then, just in general, I want to give you an idea of why I do this channel, because I get a lot of questions like, hey, Victor, why don't you just do, a food review channel? Or, hey, why are you actually talking about these numbers? Well, it's because it's important, because this is your home and this is actually where you live. This could be your neighborhood, or this could be where you're thinking about relocating. So you have to have an idea of what's going on in the average neighborhood. And this is one of the reasons why I'm a real estate agent. So you can get a hold of me. My number's right here. Also, I wanted to show you real quick. You could go to my website. It's victorashley.com, and it's a direct link to the MLS. So if you have any questions on that, just follow that, or you can just leave a comment below and I'll get a hold of you. And as always, it was a pleasure working with you today, and I hope you have a fantastic day.